Ako ay Pilipino, ang dugo'y maharlika. Likas sa aking puso at hikain kay ganda. Sa Pilipinas na aking bayan, lantay na belas ng silanganan, wari na tipo ng kayamanan sa may kapal. Bigay sa'king talino sa mabuti lang laan, sa aking katutubo ang maging mapagmahal. Ako ay Pilipino, ako ay Pilipino, isang bansa sang diwa ang minimiti ko. Sa bayan ko't bandila, laan buhay ko't diwa. Ako ay Pilipino, Pilipinong totoo. Ako ay Pilipino, ako ay Pilipino, taas noo kahit kanino ang Pilipino ay ako.
It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. Without saying a word, you can light up the dark. Try to say I could never explain what I hear when you don't say a thing. kalimutan magpa-biometrics. October 31 will be the last day. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. Again, maraming salamat for joining us here in Lafayette Tower 2. Sige pa, isa pa daw. Tagalog. This is dedicated to my friend Millendez. Luman mo ako. Dahil sa'yo, it's a favorite song of the First Lady, Imelda Marcos. Paborito niya ganda ng family mo. Bong Bong. Team song actually nilang mag-asawa. Dahil sa'yo. And now, Congresswoman Imelda Marcos. Sa buhay ko'y labis ang hirap at masakit ng puso bibig, matiwala ng langit at nang lumigaya. Sa dusa, tanging ikaw sita ang aking pag-asa. Dahil sa'yo, nais kong mabuhay. Dahil sa'yo, hanggang Facebook siya.
We still have another host, another guest for tonight. His name is Dr. Anacleto Millendez. He is my kasimanwa from Davao, a medical doctor, MD, but he's also a deacon of the Independent Catholic Church.
Yes.
This is not the Philippine Independent Church, no?
It's an independent Catholic Church, or the Holy Catholic Church International.
Yes, yes, yes. So earlier, Doc, you heard our conversations with Dr. Austria. I know you're also into that.
Yes.
You could actually add to that discussion, but our topic for now is medical missions, no?
Correct.
I understand you have been spending a lot of your time, and you've come home from the U.S., on extended leave, I think.
So
Just
true.
to be able to help a lot of our people. Thank you for doing that. So tell us what you're doing.
Well, medical missionary work is a calling. It would date back more than 25 years ago when I got involved with medical mission as a clerk, as a medical intern. And it's very close to home also because I met my wife in the medical missionary work in the Divine Mercy Charity Lying in Clinic, where we were doing not only helping women deliver in a safe environment, in a clinic, but we go out as far as Montalban, and in the mountains of the Aitas. So, but because I pursued this so-called calling, I was so blessed to be supported by big foundations in the U.S. To mention one is the Brothers Brother Foundation, and they provide me with unlimited supply of medicines and medical supplies. Over the last 8 years, the time that I founded the Beautiful Heart Foundation, I've been traveling here in the Philippines from north to south. I've been to Apari. I've been to the remotest barrio in Maguindanao. I've been to Africa, Vietnam, and Mexico. So, as I've said, it's a calling. Many are called, but few are chosen.
And you are happy with what you do?
In a way, yes. Very fulfilling. Financially, it is very challenging.
I was going to use that word. What's happening to your medical practice in the U.S.? On hold for now?
Practically in the U.S., I got involved with research. I was employed at Stanford Hospital and also at the University of California in San Diego. We were doing research in alternative medicine. That's why I got involved.
Oh, okay.
My boss was a psychiatrist then. We were doing research on sleep and sleep problems related to anxiety and depression. So my boss, a psychiatrist, we were doing studies, human studies, to prove that light and exercise can help people who are depressed. So
diet and exercise?
Exercise and light, bright light.
Light,
Yeah.
really?
So it is an alternative to sleeping pills and antidepressants.
So you were not testing herbal? You were testing
That time
light.
we were more concerned about the effect of bright light and exercise. So to old people with depression and anxiety. Now, in regards to my medical mission, I combine the use of pharmaceuticals, which are given for free. And of course, I would be encouraging people from third world countries like the Philippines to make use of plants, fruits, and herbs, food as medicine.
Here in the Philippines, you could have a garden of medicines.
Correct. Yeah. And I learned this way back in 1993 when I was a municipal health officer of Piquit, Cotabato. And it was really Dr. Flavier who would push for
Oh yes, God bless his
botika sa
soul.
paso.
Ah, yes, yes. So tell our audience, because I think since that time, no, malunggay has become popular, lagundi. Recently, I heard something about okra. Tell us about your experience, Doc.
Well, quite recently, I was able to acquire a small resort property in Santa Maria, Bulacan, where I personally initiate the planting of these vegetables, herbs, and fruits. So I have an herbal plantation there where I do the gardening of different kinds of herbs. The most promising now is the asitaba.
Asitaba, yes, I'm
Yes.
familiar. You have all those, exciting, huh? And this is organic?
And definitely organic. And what is good about gardening is it involves physical exercise. You get sunlight. So that idea of light and exercise can cure
okay. You're in
anxiety and depression.
You're in that direction.
Yeah.
Are you planting malunggay?
Yeah, malunggay. It's all over. We are starting to plant fruits that are high in antioxidants, say,
Such as?
mangosteen.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, since you have a religious background, Doc, I want to ask you something. Why is it that many of these healthy plants or organic plants or plants that have the capability to heal are found here? Is that a particular blessing from the Lord?
Well, I would always call the Philippines.
We have turmeric, we have ampalaya,
Yeah, correct.
and all of those. Why?
Well, as I've said, I would always call the Philippines as another holy land in Asia, particularly. Remember, we're about to celebrate our 500 years of Christianity in the Philippines. And we know that March 31, 1521 was the first cross was erected in this country. So by divine providence, I would think we are really blessed as a country. And you can see that in the environment, the resilience of our people. We know that the Filipinos are known to be very caring persons. We are so proud of our nurses and doctors are working all over the world, known to be not only very professional, but very caring and loving to patients. So nature and the people in the Philippines are the best gifts that we have in this country.
And what is the future? Because, that can be a means of livelihood for farmers. Oh, I forgot to mention virgin coconut oil.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It used to be that the farmers in those places where they grow coconuts were discouraged. But over the last, I think, 10 years now, we are getting so much revenues from our coconuts with this VCOs. And not only VCO, we have coconut starch, coconut sugar, alternative to the bad white sugar. The coconut flour, very low in glycemic. The glycemic index is low, so very good for diabetics.
Oh yes, coconut sugar, that brownish sugar, yes? That's my question actually. All of these are coming here, or all of these are found here.
Correct.
As if, for one reason, all of these are found here.
Correct. And there are so many more that we need to discover.
Maybe in the forest.
Well, sometimes they just grow wild in your backyard.
And you don't know.
That you don't even know. But the way I would tell patients is like fruits. We know that antioxidant properties is based on, we have a way to measure that. But for ordinary laymen, any fruit that would stain white linen has high antioxidants.
And example?
Example, you say mangosteen.
Okay. That's the rule, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so with plants and vegetables.
Earlier, you heard my conversations with Dr. Austria. It's what people eat that make them sick. And my last question to her was, it's possible that what you eat could make you well.
Correct.
You're in that direction.
Again, I'm working closely with one professor at the University of the Philippines in Mindanao. And we believe that food is medicine.
Explain, Your Honor.
She has some studies on, say, vegetables that are acting like with effects on blood pressure.
Are these known already, or is it still a secret?
They're available. They're available.
Okay.
The sayote for one.
Yes. There could be more.
And there could be more, as I've said.
But I think it's only in recent memory that all of these became popular.
Correct.
They might have been discovered before, but maybe 20 years ago, nobody knew about sambong, lagundi.
Actually, we started with 8, I think, with the Department of Health. But now, there's more, I guess. Especially the the what we call as the saluyot or the kamote tops.
Saluyot and okra actually could go well.
Yeah. So
Kamote tops, huh? What does
yeah.
it do?
Well, I think it's the what is this? The shoots or that stuff or the
Okay.
that makes it very nutritious.
So, since you are a doctor, would you say, okay, you eat these vegetables and then you have some exercise and here are some prescriptions also to help.
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
Yeah. Of course, we have to individualize your patient in terms of your prescription. If you have a patient that is really severely, uncontrolled blood sugar, then you choose something like oral hypoglycemic drugs or say insulin. So I don't really discourage patients to stop these drugs for severe cases. But for once they lower their maintenance dosages, then they can supplement it with the fruits and vegetables.
I think I want to make it clear here, Doc, on the show that still people should not self-medicate.
Of course,
you know?
yeah.
But it's a good start to eat the right vegetables, but they should still go to a doctor.
Yes.
Who will tell them what else to do aside from eating vegetables and exercising. They would still need medication, isn't it?
Yeah, I always believe that healthcare is always a partnership between the physician and the patient. We can just prescribe, we can just advise or educate, but the big part of health is, the patient himself or herself.
Okay, tell us, what do you see in your medical missions? You've been to indigenous tribes, you've been to urban poor communities. What do you see?
Well, the same old cases, the infection is very common. That's why in any medical mission, I would start with an education campaign on environmental sanitation. I would even check.
Environmental sanitation.
Yes. I would even check the nails of children to emphasize that a dirty hand or nail would start infestations of, parasitism.
But that's part of education also, isn't it?
Yes, a big part of, health is really education.
All right. Dr. Austria mentioned that too.
And I would really teach mothers too, because they are the frontliners of healthcare in a home setting. So, you would teach them how to take care of high fever, what is the first aid. So, getting the family involved in healthcare.
But how do you expect environmental sanitation in a place that has no sanitation facilities?
Well,
Maybe not even water.
Well, we are so lucky in the Philippines that water is not really a problem. It's just that we need to do something about our water. We go back again to boiling at least. Or washing our dishes well. Making sure that it's not contaminated. And also, making sure that we are controlling the insects. We know that in this country, dengue is very common. So what do we do with, dengue infection? You have to at least clean our environment, get rid of those stagnant water.
Did you notice some kind of higher immunity among the kids out there who are exposed to the outdoors maybe?
I don't think that would really push them to have higher immunity if they are subjected to
They're still vulnerable.
Yeah, they're very vulnerable.
I see. Well, right now, Doc, you are working alone?
I am very happy that over the years, I work with grassroots organizations, in fact, even families in my medical mission. So, interestingly, this year is quite interesting because there are organizations that are in the entertainment industry. They are initiating charity work, including medical mission.
Entertainment industry.
Mm-hmm.
Musicians.
Artist promotion, in the promotion of artists.
All right.
So I guess it's no longer just singing and dancing in front of patients, but bringing treatment to these people
Okay.
by trying to collaborate with me.
So what's up ahead? More medical missions?
I think with this happening now, not only in the entertainment industry, but I guess even religious organizations, we know that there are big civic organizations who have been doing medical missions in the past. But what is really interesting is I am seeing people in the entertainment industry trying to get involved with medical missionary work.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know that you have a good supply of medicines coming from abroad. But what about your overhead? How are you covering your overhead now?
Well, practically, as I've said, it's really challenging because it's so hard to solicit financial support. So most of the time, you really have to sacrifice from your own pocket. But what is also good is that the organizations or people supporting me, they understand my situation. So we kind of, they also pitch in terms of the cost of transportation, the accommodation, the snacks. So what really makes medical missionary work now is it's collaboration.
God provides?
God provides, yes, of course. Yeah.
And what is your favorite destination? Are you inclined towards the indigenous people?
Well, those are really the places that I would love to go. But even here in Metro Manila, there are so many depressed communities.
You don't have to go far.
You don't have to go far.
Name a few.
The last one I had somewhere in Caloocan. I did, I think, 2 medical missions in those places. In southern Tagalog area, I went as far as Quezon.
Okay.
And I have invitations now to go back again to Mindanao, to Romblon.
Okay. We have a few minutes remaining. I want to ask you maybe a sensitive question. It's up to you to answer it. You know, Pope Francis has been doing this kind of work in Argentina before he became Pope. Now he became Pope, and he's urging all priests and all bishops all over the world to do that, to go out, reach out to the poor. What is your impression now? Is the church catching up with that?
Well, I think it's always been like that. What I learned from my mother, who's my inspiration for the Beautiful Heart Foundation, is Matthew's verse, whatever you do to the least of your brothers, you have done it to me. So I guess you know that these people are the sick, the abused, the poor, the hungry, the malnourished. So in helping them, in reaching out to these people, you're serving God.
I think you purposely did not want to answer my question directly, so I will segue to another question, or maybe ask for your comment. I observed that in the Bible, the Lord Jesus did 3 activities. I call it activities consistently. He was always teaching. He was always healing. And he was always feeding.
Correct.
Is that what you do?
Yes, in a way. But I guess it's more of healing the body, the mind, and the soul.
The Lord did that too.
In a way,
feeding was always part of it.
Yeah.
You will notice that. There's a pattern.
Correct. And I think this is the essence of holistic health. Holiness. Well, the word whole, W, would mean the the approach should be
Wholeness with a W.
with a W, meaning to say the
Okay.
integration of the different systems
Uh-huh.
of the body, or the integration now of the body, the mind, and the soul. Of course, healing is not just the healing of the body and the mind. It's more of the healing of the soul. And we know that death is a fact of life. But we know that dying, say physically, is temporary.
Okay, Doc, we only have a minute left. I'll give that minute to you to call for help.
Yes, I would like to take this opportunity to invite those who have never experienced medical missionary work. This is a calling, as I've said, and, I need, more volunteers from the time that we repack medicine to the time that we go to the actual medical mission site to educate, our poor patients, or at least to do counseling, to give them a sense of hope that somebody is still there to care for them and to love them.
Thank you, Doc.
It's my pleasure.
I think it's really my blessing that I get to know people like you.
Okay, welcome to the Beautiful Heart Show. My name is Dr. Anacleto Millendez, the founder of the Beautiful Heart Foundation. And today I'm very pleased to have a good friend. This is his first time to be seen in my show, Dr. Joel. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you again for having me here, Dr. Belleza. My name is Dr. Joel Maulit. I'm an inspirational motivational speaker, and in behalf of the campaign of Dr. Toto Millendez for the Beautiful Heart Foundation, what I can say is that we just have to keep on doing what we're doing, and we just have to keep on hoping on what we hope, like we're hoping for, and we just do our reaching out and continue to reach out to people.
Yeah, Dr. Joel, for your information, I've been looking for a co-host.
Right.
Of course, I found a lady here beside me,
Right.
who will be the female co-host for the Beautiful Heart Foundation, and I think the kind of voice that you have, and the projection, you fit in the co-host criteria that I'm looking for over the years. So would you like to take my offer while I'm not around, and you have special events that you would like to show at the KMVT 15 Silicon Valley Community Channel?
Right.
I'm very willing. Anyway, there's a way to upload that through the internet.
Right.
So if I'm not around, say in the next couple of weeks, and there are cultural shows,
Right.
Events that you and Juvy will present, then we can show that to the United States through the
Right.
Beautiful Heart
Right.
Show.
Right.
What do you think about that, ma'am?
Well, I'm so glad and happy to have this very great opportunity. Of course, having a beautiful heart is a great honor for our Filipino.
And of course, this is in preparation for what we plan to do, to have a benefit concert in the very near future.
Yes.
Like a US tour, right?
Wow.
My ask Dr. Toto is that the Beautiful Heart Foundation is an outreach of the foundation, right?
Right.
So my ask is you're asking me right now, like a recording.
Right. And I will leave it up to you guys to do how you market the show, how you solicit support from sponsors.
Right.
I will give you a guide.
Yeah. So these are local cultural shows, especially in line with arts and culture, as I've said, and of course in relation to health and wellness,
Right.
That it would fit in the theme of the Beautiful Heart Show there at the Silicon Valley Community Media.
Right. Okay,
Yeah. So and the show, especially from the Philippines, I think the Filipino-American communities are very much interested, especially now with the forthcoming election, the different issues. So we can bring in political candidates.
Yes, we can do
Yeah,
this.
so that our voters from the United States, we know that
the Philippines would allow overseas Filipinos to vote. So at least we will have a chance that candidates can be seen through television, through YouTubes, about their platform of government.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why don't you invite our televiewers to look at your website so that they can subscribe to our program?
Well, we have a Facebook page, The Beautiful Heart Show. We have a website, The Beautiful Heart Show. We have YouTubes, just Google search or The Beautiful Heart Show. So we have
Very easy.
Very easy to locate. And this is an add-on information. Yesterday, Google Singapore called me. This is the second time that they would like to help my campaign, simply because they have seen me in Google's, there's a merging now of Google and YouTube's.
Yeah, search engines and everything.
Yeah. So we will finalize this when they will call me in the United States.
I see.
What kind of support Google we can do for my campaign. But more than that, I'm also praying that I can get the support of Apple corporate office, which is just a stone's throw away where I live.
I like Apple. Do you have that?
No, this is in relation to the program, the Barefoot Doctors Telemedicine program, that we need a tool, say iPhones, laptops, because this is really the way to connect rural communities to healthcare professionals. By training community health workers as barefoot doctors. This is a concept that was started in China years ago. The barefoot doctors. Now the telemedicine program is being supported by the University of California School of Medicine. Their program is specifically rural communities in the United States connected through the internet in terms of healthcare. So this is just the model that I follow, the one from the University of California School of Medicine. So ours will be barefoot doctors through telemedicine program. We enhance healthcare. I mean, we support community health workers, volunteers in terms of diagnosis and treatment of our poor patients in rural communities in the Philippines.
Right, yeah.
So that's why Apple, Facebook, Google, and even Microsoft can really support this program, because this is internet-based program. So not only healthcare later on, it can be educational programs, it can be livelihood programs. The world is getting smaller because of the internet. Is that correct, sir?
Exactly. So meaning to say, the Beautiful Heart really reaches out to people.
Yeah, this is really a reaching out program. That's why we have the so-called Outreach Philippines. I've done Outreach Cameroon. I've done Outreach Mexico. So different countries. Not only just by the internet, but really going to those places, especially the remote areas, the medically underserved, bringing medicines donated by the Brothers Brother Foundation and some other big non-profit organizations, making health for everybody, health for all.
Making it available for
everybody,
everyone,
especially the less fortunate people in the world.
I see.
Yeah, so that is our trust, reaching out, outreach programs, medical outreach programs, empowering poor communities by training their own local community health workers to get involved and connecting them to healthcare professionals in the cities, in first world countries. That's the way now, because we have a medium where we can connect the internet, the communication highway.
So we're live recording now, so that means we're gonna release that.
Yeah, we will release that, and then this can be shown not only in television. As I've said, we will use Google, YouTube's now, and of course the Facebook, because with this videos can also be uploaded in Facebook. So, and these corporate offices, the ones I mentioned, Apple, Google, Facebook, they are located in the Silicon Valley, where I am showing my television program.
I see. Exactly.
So it's easy to connect. So hopefully I will have time to sit down with the executives there to support this program, Barefoot Doctors Telemedicine Program. We have Barefoot Doctors in the Philippines. I will set up the Barefoot Doctors in Mexico. I will set up the Barefoot Doctors in Africa. So this is not only exclusively for the Philippines, but some other third world countries as well.
I see. Yeah.
So
Thank you for the invitation.
yeah. So while I'm gone, anything that is worth watching here in the Philippines, please
Right.
host and have it documented, and we can show that to our friends
Right.
in the United States and even the whole world because
Right.
of YouTube and
Exactly.
Facebook.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So again, Dr. Joel, thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much.
I know you've been a seasoned media practitioner.
Yeah. It's been a while.
It's
More
been
than
a
20
while.
years. More than 20 years.
And I think it's
until
about time that you continue that. We need responsible media practitioners who
Right.
can tell the truth,
Right.
who can deliver services. And of course, I would like to welcome again. I was telling our friend here that you guys are respectable media practitioners in the Philippines.
Not
I
much.
respect, I respect your integrity, your sincerity to help, and we will make use of your talents here.
This is a talent that no money can buy.
Right,
Diba?
right, yeah, and especially that you are gifted with the versatility to speak in the English language, the universal language. So that makes it very different. Because
So you're gonna show this?
yeah, this will be shown on my TV program as a way to introduce you.
Yes. Yes, I would like to talk to all the audiences of Dr. Toto Millendez. Juvy de Guzman is one of the best radio broadcaster, host, media personality, one of the best, one of the seasoned for the longest time. She was here in the industry longer than me because I'm just like more than 20 years, right? And one of the female leaders. Because they can gauge our age. Right? One of the longest female leaders with all the integrity, and I'm proud to and happy to work with her, and of course with my new friend. Dr.
I
Toto
usually
Millendez.
use the word seasoned. And not only that, not just a host, but even a performer.
Yes.
As a backgrounder, when you were so beautiful, I guess, when you were very
Until now.
during your younger days.
Sabi nila.
What else did you do? I mean, I'm sure you were also singing, dancing. What kind of talents?
Well, actually, I am a versatile singer. At the same time, I'm also acting. Well, before I was one of the talent from GMA and ABS-CBN.
Okay.
And actually, I'm a primetime guest talent of one of the best telenovela in ABS-CBN, which is Sa Dulo ng Walang Hanggan.
So there you go. You're an actress in your own right.
Yes. That's my right.
Juvy de Guzman's beauty is mesmerizing.
So especially that we're thinking of TV series that can be shown in community channels in the United States.
Well, anyway, thinking about public service, we always have many talents. Always remember that showing your talent without any cause at all, that is big different. And you can show it, and you can have another blessing to other people.
And hopefully you can continue honing other talents as well, especially the younger generation. I know you've been coaching, right?
Yes.
At the same time.
I had a lot of OJT, of course, right here in my own radio program, together with Captain Durana. But my student came from De La Salle University. Some of them are from Ateneo University. They are all mass communication students. And also what school?
Philippine Women.
Philippine Women's College. And of course, University, okay. And I get also trainee from UP, University of the Philippines, and even in other school from FEU, from UP, PUP, etc., etc. You know, sharing your talent is my best. I think it's a best way of doing something good for others, because I never doing the blessing or having my blessing alone. I'm trying to please to make others happy. That's the way how I have the beautiful heart right now with Dr. Millendez.
And the good part is not only in mass communication, but you mentioned about you have already built names in the entertainment industry, in the singing, they're very prominent now.
During my younger days, I used to be a performer in Eduardo's together with Jerry Matias and his orchestra. I'm also doing song from Iggy Guzman. Of course, in some other beautiful places. Well, just a guest host and a guest singer. Always remember that. I'm not that good, but I'm trying to be one of the best.
Wow. And is there a place where you coach, hone, and do workshops? I mean, just in case we have interested viewers who would like to really undergo a rigid training workshop.
We can have that through we can have our own training from our Beautiful Heart Foundation.
Yeah, because for MassCom, especially those who would like to specialize in broadcasting, this is a good venue. But
yes, sir.
When it comes to singing, dancing, acting, we need to find a place. But right now, I know in Eastwood City.
No, you have already in your place because we have the sound system already.
Right.
We have the video okay.
But we can even use the penthouse. What is this?
The penthouse
of the deck.
Yes.
Lafayette Tower 2, where it's bigger area where young people can practice or rehearse dancing, acting, even ramp modeling.
Yes, I can do that.
So I used to have that in Bulacan a few months ago, but because of the distance, it's not working because it's not very accessible. But I think Eastwood City is a good place.
Well, actually, I have my friend Tony Y. Reyes, which is the director for Big Soto, and also I have another friend, Loretta. Si Lori, she's also very much willing to join us. And some other talent managers.
For now, we can use Lafayette Tower 2 as a venue to train young people or even older people who would like to improve their talent in singing, dancing, acting, and even ramp modeling.
Yeah, but I was about to start shaping myself. Dieting, and of course, doctor is here.
Give us the tips
for giving us right thing to do.
Well, when you start concentrating in dancing, we have the so-called the movement for health, where people are encouraged to really move.
But somebody was telling us that. Let your food be your medicine. So always remember what you eat, your food as medicine.
Yeah, and singing is really healthy in a way because other than its spiritual component, that singing is twice praying. When you sing, you exercise your respiratory muscles, your vocal cords, even your mental and emotional state of mind. So we push for singing, dancing, acting, ramp modeling as a healthy way of living. Is that correct, Dr. Joel? Yeah. So that's why I'm very much involved with health and wellness, incorporating arts and culture. The way to depict arts or culture is really through music, dancing, and hopefully, our own Filipino culture through our Filipino folk dance. We need to highlight. It's been a while that I don't see too many folk dancing here in the Philippines. But my son at the University of California in Davis every year in their Filipino Cultural Night, they portray Filipino folk dance through a kind of a story or kind of a play, and he is the musical director of the Rondalia. So you see, can you imagine Filipinos born and raised in the U.S. trying to promote the Filipino arts and culture, the Filipino tradition? So I would encourage younger generation to continue doing that. No, you have your counterpart in the U.S. They speak English. They were born and raised there. They are highlighting the beauty of the Filipino arts and culture through music, through dance.
Right.
See, so how I wish we can see that here happening.
Fortunately, I have already with me a cultural dance troupe sponsored by St. Dominic Savio College right there in Caloocan City.
So we have tinikling,
everything, all dance from Ifugao, Mindanao, Benguet, Iloilo, whatever, any dance they know already.
So
that is under Mr. Hagyo. I'm so proud of you, Mr. Hagyo.
It's so sad when a few weeks ago I see this campaign. I will not mention the political group, but trying to dance with a sexual,
No, not that.
I wish we will stay away from those kind of dances.
Yes.
It has a sexual connotation.
Yeah.
So,
I have seen that.
I have seen that in ang Batang Musmus movement when they enjoy dancing those kind of dance.
Tricky dance.
Hope that we can stay away from those. We have our own Filipino folk. Once again, thank you for the support. The last 3 weeks, I think, or 4 weeks. I would like to leave a message that deep in the bottom of my heart, I appreciate your sincerity to push for the beautiful heart as a way to reach out to people. If you want change, I will always tell people, if you want change, you have to start from within. You have to start from your heart. Make that heart a beautiful heart.
Yes.
To effect change.
Okay.
Otherwise, there is no change that's not going to happen if it will not start from within.
Okay, and of course, we'd like to acknowledge Captain Rolando Dorado Durana, the chairman of the board of Pinoy Pride Media Publishing Advertising Inc., and of course, the chairman of Anak Marino Search and Rescue Multi-Purpose Cooperative. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Dr. Joel.
Yeah, thank you very much for the invitation again, Dr. Joel.
And of course, our young guest earlier. Let us have... come on here, sir.
Marlon. Okay, Marlon, you come
I
here.
can see my son in this young boy here. How old are you, Marlon?
I am 19 na po.
Oh, 19. My son is 20. So, yeah, try to connect in Facebook with these Filipino Americans who were born and raised in the United States, but trying to make a difference. They're trying to reach out to their heritage. This is good news for you guys here, that there are Phil-Ams abroad trying to connect to the Filipino heritage. Yeah. And hopefully, since we consider you guys as the future of our country, as Dr. Seneres said, kayo ang pag-asa
ng bayan. Ayan. At syempre, para sa pag-asa ng ating Pilipinas, ating bansa, syempre, kailangan natin si Doktor ng Bayan. Walang iba kasi Dr. Anacleto Belleza Millendez. At syempre, magpapaalam na tayo, Dok.
Maraming salamat po at huwag niyo pong kalimutan, na tayo ang kamay at puso ng Diyos. We are the heart and the hands of God. So, once again, God bless all of us. Thank you.
And thank you so much to the Beautiful Heart Show.
Ako po si Dr. Anacleto B. Millendez, pinuno ng Beautiful Heart Foundation. I am a certified family physician and a diplomate in the American Board of Traumatology Examiners. Unang-una, ako'y pinalaki ng aking mga magulang sa paniniwala na ang pagtulong sa kapwa ay isang paraan
ng pagganti sa kabutihan ng Diyos, no? At bilang isang mahirap, alam ko ang puso at damdamin ng isang mahirap, lalo na kung nagkakasakit, walang pambili ng gamot, walang pambayad sa doktor. We started in Texas, but recently, the last 15 years, nakabase na ako sa California. But going back and forth here in the Philippines, once or twice a year, depende kung gaano kadami ang kalamidad sa Pilipinas. So, katulad nung panahon nung 2013 na halos sunod-sunod yung typhoons, I was here 3 times. Ginagawa ko, nagdadala ako ng mga maraming gamot na binibigay sa Beautiful Heart Foundation at ito'y nanggagaling sa Brothers Brother Foundation na naka-based sa East Coast. Nagko-conduct ako ng mga medical outreach programs, usually Luzon, in Metro Manila. Nung kapanahonan ng Yolanda, nakadalawang punta ako sa Leyte. I was also in Panay Island dahil naapektuhan din. And of course, I started my foundation in Davao City. So every now and then, nasa Mindanao din ako. Maliban sa medical outreach programs, dito mismo sa The Charm Wellness Center, Resort and Nature's Park, araw-araw ay may lumalapit na mahihirap, nagpapatingin ng libre. So, dito ko rin halos pinamamahagi yung mga gamot na nahihingi ko.
Malaking tulong po si Doktor kasi po yung katulad po ng kami na mahirap, walang pambili ng gamot or pampa-check up, si Doc po yung nakakatulong po sa ganung bagay.
Sa katulad naming mahihirap, malaking tulong ang advocacy ni Doc.
Titinan natin ang tao bilang kabuuan, no? Na hindi lang siya katawan, kundi may puso, may utak at may kaluluwa rin. At yung approach ko sa healthcare, pinagsasama ko itong dalawa, no? Yung Western medicine saka yung traditional or Eastern medicine. Ngayon, ang pananaw ko din na ang pangangailangang pangkalusugan ay konektado sa pangangailangang edukasyon. At ang edukasyon ay malaki din ang koneksyon nito sa pangkabuhayan, no? Kung ikaw ay mahirap kang makakuha ng tamang edukasyon. At kung ikaw ay mahirap, ikaw din yun ang madaling magkasakit, no? Dahil sa kulang ka sa nutrisyon, kulang ka sa pagkain na masusustansya, so magkadugtong-dugtong. So dapat talaga ang approach is holistic. Gusto ko ring humingi ng suporta at tulong doon sa ating mga kababayan, no, na kami sa Beautiful Heart Foundation ay napakarami naming ginagawa, hindi lang healthcare, nandun din kami sa training and education ng mga mahihirap na bata. Dito lang meron kaming mga training program na mahasa namin sila sa larangan ng sining, mag-acting, singing, dancing, ramp modeling, and even production in the film, no? Advocacy films.
At sa katunayan nga dyan ay nakagawa na rin kami ng mga indie films na pinangunahan din ito ni Dr. Millendez. At sa kasalukuyan pa may 3 kaming mga nakabinbin na mga indie films na ginagawa.
Sabi ko nga, mahirap gawin na ako lang, no, mas successful yung kung lahat tayo ay nagbabayanihan, nagtutulong-tulong para sa ikabubuti ng ating mga kababayan dito sa Pilipinas. Ako po si Dr. Anacleto B. Millendez. Ang Maginoo ay mapagkalinga.